I'm very concerned about the threat from Iran, and the Iranian threat in my mind is the premier threat that is dominating the Middle East today. It is the acquisition of a nuclear weapon. I say that because of the statements that have been made by the President of Iran as recently as 3 weeks prior to entering the United States to speak to the UN National Assembly. The statement was simply this: he sought the eradication of Israel from the earth. That is in parallel and in tandem to the statements he gave prior to that, saying that once Iran obtains a nuclear weapon, they would use that nuclear weapon to wipe Israel off the face of the earth and use a nuclear weapon also against the United States of America. Those are highly destructive statements and ones that I believe should be taken seriously. We need to take the issue of the Iranian threat extremely seriously because of the benefit of time that Iran has had. They've been able to come closer to achieving their goal. And as was stated earlier, I'm privileged to sit on the Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence. We deal with the nation's classified secrets. We deal with the threats to the United States, both within the interior of our borders and those which come to us externally. And I will say, while this election is about jobs and the economy, we cannot forget the fact that there are very real national security concerns that we also need to be a part of this very important process in the 2012 selection process. This was a stunning series of slaps at the current administration, beginning last week, midweek, when we saw, in effect, an international assassination plot that was discovered by the United States with an Iranian assassination plot against Saudi Arabia, but to be carried out in the United States, near or in our United States Capitol. This is a historic level of events that have occurred this last week, and ones that we need to seek to understand as we move forward in the debate.
How would you as president respond to that Iranian threat?
I would respond with absolutely everything that the United States can put on the line, because we cannot abide, we must not, and we cannot abide an Iran with a nuclear weapon. Because of the stated intentions of Iran, we would be subjecting the American people to the deployment of a nuclear weapon against our own people, and also to the state of Israel. This is something that we need to consider. I believe when a madman speaks, you listen. And the statements of the president of Iran have been those of a genocidal maniac. My statements are about the president of Iran. My statements are not about the Iranian people. I want to make that very clear. Because we know in 2009, there was a yearning for freedom from the Iranian people. And I believe at that point, it would have been prudent for the United States to do everything that we could to foster that desire for the Iranian people to be free of oppression. Unfortunately, that did not occur. Our enemy is not the Iranian people. Our enemy is an Iranian leadership that has a stated objective of using a nuclear weapon against the United States and using a nuclear weapon against our ally Israel.
Thank you for that.